backslash n. But it's not all. Do you know what this will do to arrange it for you? But you have that error of apostrophe, right? So because of that apostrophe, you have to escape this isn't here. Just before the apostrophe, you put slash. Finish. You don't need n for this one. If we copy this statement as it is now on a program, you see that it works without it. And we go to our Visual Studio Code and paste it here. Right? So everything working, right? If we save it and run it again, just press up arrow key, enter. So it shows us exactly what Chelsea is a very good team, but Rangers isn't, without errors, which is from here. Do you understand? Wow. So you can just copy this. Let's move to something else. Something very nice. Variables. Variables. I love variables with passion. Please write it exactly. You need this apostrophe. You need this backslash here. Okay, you need this backslash just before that one without n. That one is to escape the quote. You understand? Do you understand? Please, I'll give you a general classwork after the end of a Python class, but we are moving to something else. Now, we are moving to another topic called variables. How many topics have we talked about today? Only one, which was what? Statement. Right? So we are moving to another. An inside statement, we discuss how many characters? New line character and an escape character. Beautiful. Alright, so we are moving to what we call variables. So what is a variable? I'll explain it very well. So we leave that aspect. So create a new file called variable. Variable.py. This is how I do it. So here, right? New file. I click here. Look up. I click here and I just type variable dot py and enter. So I can close statements, right? I'm closing this statement. So we have variable now. I close this one again. So what is a variable? A variable is a container that holds data. Okay, so you just put it that way. A variable is a container that holds data that can be used later. So it holds data. You're not writing. Okay, somebody is writing. A variable is a container that holds data which can be used later. Imagine somebody running in here now and saying, guys, how are you? Say, what's the problem? I'm giving a story now. You're not listening. Oh, my assistant teacher, I like your position. You understand? Just look at what they are doing. All right. So imagine somebody running here. You say, why are you running? He now tells you, the number is 5. The number is 5. You say, which number? Which number is 5? He's saying the number is 5. And the man runs out. And then the next thing, one big man, okay, Father Christmas comes in. with all the goodies, everything you would expect, cake, wine, Christmas cloth and everything, and says whoever knows the number I have in mind then can add this number to 3 and give me the answer. What is the answer? I'll give you all I have. What would you say the answer is? 8. Why? That 5 they gave to you is a very beautiful. So you held that variable for a time, and then somebody now tell you, okay, add 3 to 5, you add, and it's 8. If they say add 10 to 5, you add, it becomes 15. So variable is there, but what you add to it can always be different. Do you understand? Beautiful. By creating a simple variable. So we have a variable like the one somebody brought for us, x, is assigned. This is not equal to. This is equal to in mathematics, but in programming is not equal to. It's called assigned. So when I say x dash 5, it means x is assigned the value of 5, like this. I'm actually saying x 5 is like this. X is assigned the value of 5. So this is a variable. So look up. This x is a variable. Okay, x is a variable. Equal sign, this one, the assignment operator, that's what you call it. Okay, and then 5 is a value, right? So you have these 3 things. So let's go and see. X is assigned the value of 5. So if I copy this and go back to my Visual Studio Code, nothing will be printed. If you do this, nothing will be printed, right? So you've created that. Now let's see. So that man that first came in and said the value, the answer is 5. 5, the number is 5, right? That's a variable, right? So if we want to print that variable, what will you print? He gave us x, right? X, the variable name x. So if we want to print, we will print what? No, we will print x. Okay? So if we want to print now, we will just put print x. And it will print 5 for us. We didn't say print 5, but we print x and it will give us the value of x. Do you believe? So when we want to print, make sure you change it to Python variable, because the name of the file is variable, no longer statement. Python variable.py, and it will print 5 for us. It prints 5 for us, right? So if we change this variable name to 437, and then we run this again, what will be printed? Have you seen it? 437. Ask your question. Yeah, beautiful. Nice question. Sit down. Sit. Please, next time, sit down to ask question. Just for today, okay? Just for our class, so that you don't stress yourself too much. These are questions. She asked if we can put quotes like this. If you change this like this, it becomes a statement. And let me show you what we'll print. It will now print x for you. Show you want x. So it prints x. It doesn't print the value. Okay, so when you are working with variables, don't use quotes here. You see your life? You are not watching what I'm doing. And it will become an issue because I'll stand up and ask a question now. Do you understand? Temi, are you back with us? Beautiful. Focus. So let me repeat. Her question was, what if we add quotes around x? If you add quotes around x, you are just merely printing this statement, just like we did before. And it will print x for you, which is not what we want. But if you want to print the value of x, there is no point adding this because this is a variable. So if your screen is so nasty, you can just CLS to clear it and everything will be gone, right? So do you understand? So what will be printed now? What's the answer? What will be printed? Hold on. What will be printed? What will be printed? Assistant teacher, 600. Okay. All right. What will be the result of this program? What will be the result of this program? Give me one solid answer and make your group first. What if I run this program? What will it print? You are the computer now. Think like a computer. If I run this program, what will print? Wrong? Eh? If you say John, hands up. Beautiful. If you say, please don't join two places. If you are saying Daniel, hands up. If you are saying 600, hands up. 600. If you are saying F name, hands up. If you are saying L name, hands up. Daniel will print. Put your hands together for yourselves. Let's try. So why is Daniel printing? Why is Daniel printing? One answer. Okay, beautiful. Because the simple answer is because we are calling the variable f name. So whatever value that variable has is what will be printed for us, right? Do you understand? So let me try something else. Okay, just before I move on. Notice something. Notice, please notice. You know, you guys, when you are quiet, you are very intelligent. All of you touch your chest and say, I am very intelligent. I am the best. I am like Real Madrid. Beautiful. I am Real Madrid. Do you know Real Madrid? Real Madrid always believe they are the best. When you have that belief, I remember when I carried 7 for the first time in my class and my dad flogged me. And when I went back to school the next day, somebody that carried 12 for the first time in her life, the parents took her out for outing, Christmas celebration, for carrying 12 in her life. All the time is after 25. So for the first time it came. So I always told myself I'm the best. Even when I carried that 7, I was telling myself I'm better than that person who carries first. So when you have that belief, you always see yourself great. Do you watch football? No. It's only daddy that watches. When you watch football, don't watch like say, that guy can score. Look at Messi. Don't watch all those Messi. Don't watch it. See what you learn from football. So you guys are very good. Always tell yourself, I am a champion. I am the best. I am the best. Even if somebody tells you, you don't know nothing, tell the person, I am the best. And even without inside of you, you are the best, right? And believe that. Alright, so now let me show you something. When you are working with numbers, the only person that I've seen that is really focused in this class is her. Since I started talking. And maybe him. Another person. Even Apostle is more serious than all of you. Apostle, who is not learning this, so he's more serious than all of you. Let me show you something. When you are writing numbers, what did you notice here? With numbers, did I put quotes? If you put quotes with numbers, it's no longer number, it's a string. So let me show you something. In programming, numbers are called integers. And you just put them like this without quotes. Texts are called strings. And you have to use quotes for them, like Daniel. Right? Do you understand me? You have to use quotes for them, like Daniel. I think that one has finished. Alright, so the next thing, decimal point numbers are called what? Floats. Decimal point numbers are called floats. Example 6.35, because it has dot. You understand? And you don't use quote for that one. The only type you use quote is string, right? This type. So these things are what we call data types in programming. Data types in programming, right? I skip some topics because of time, so but I understand that you understand what I mean. Okay, so data type in programming is just a type of data. So if I say my mom is beautiful, what type of data is that? Continue. What type of data is that? String, because it is text. My mom is beautiful. You write it as string, and do you put quotes around it? Yes, you put quotes around it. Okay, if I now say 2024, what is that? 2024, what's that? Integer. Do I need quotes around it? No. If I say 6.10, what's that? Do I need quotes around it? So you understand. You understand. There is another one. You are children, but let me just tell you at once. So there is another one, Boolean, and you. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have written Boolean there. So let me just use this. So true or false. That's in my. You call it Boolean in computer, and you can in Python you can call it true false. Okay, that one you don't also need quotes around it. You don't also need quotes around that one, right? Okay. All right. So you don't also need quote around that. So now let's go into something very nice now, because we are going to learn. I'm going to give you a classwork that once you are done, you will learn. Thank you, sir. All right, so back to this. So the line 1, is that an integer or a float or string? What is this? Chorus answer. This one, string. This one, string. So everybody close your eye for a while. Let me see what I can do. Have you closed? Have you closed? Have you closed? Open now. Open. I want to run my program again. I have an error. What is wrong with my program? Help me sort it out, please. Okay. Who should answer? Tell me. Only one. Sort out one. How many problems do we have? 1 or 2? Okay. So sort out the first one. Sit down and answer. Line what? What should I do? Line what? Just tell me what I should do. Quotes. Colon where? Line what? Line 2. And where? Aniel, okay, I should do what? What should I put there, class? What and what? My assistant teacher. Colon, then D, right? Alright, so the next one. I should remove colon here. I should put column here. Column. So what will print like this? So what will be the answer now? If we print this, what will print? Are you sure? Is that your final answer? I'm not sure. No. I'm not sure. Wait. Tell me. All of you say I'm the best. Look at it again. Look at you. Find an answer. Look at it. It's not Daniel. Look at. Tell me. It's not. I tell you now. I tell you. If it were so, I would have told you. Huh? In my father's house, there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. It's not Daniel. Look at it very well. Surprise me. What's the answer? Even your pastors know the answer. Pastor and apostle, they know the answer. The answer will give us F name. It's not Daniel. Why? Because you asked me to add quotes here. When you add quotes there, that becomes a string. Variables don't have quotes. So this is when it will be Daniel. So notice those tiny things so that you become a good programmer. Alright? Beautiful. So let's go and do something else. So what if we want to print? We want to change this to age. And we want to say 12. And we want to cut it from there. And paste it here. And the first name is John. That's Santana. Okay, so the person's first name is Abigail. The last name is Santana. And the person's age is 12. So how can we now print everything? So let me show you. If we print now, what will be printed? Chorus answer. Abigail, you see your apostle is. Don't allow. Touch your heart and say, I shall not allow my apostle to learn what I'm learning more than me. Say I am Gen Z age. How would you allow? Even Uncle Life is not Gen Z age. I wasn't born with computer in my brain, but you were born with it. If I give you my phone now, before I come back, you have scattered everything. You have said, sir, you didn't put your screensaver well. You didn't. Yeah. I said, is that how to? Oh, sir, your volume wasn't. Sir, why didn't you have this ringtone? I said, how did you know? I've been trying this thing for 10 years. Is that not so? So, please keep up. You see your pastors and your apostles, they are really enjoying the class. All right. So what will be printed? Abigail. What if we want to print Abigail and Santana, like name? Can we just do this? What should I add here? L name. That's last name, right? So what will be printed now? Is that correct? Assistant teacher, is that correct? What's the answer? Former assistant teacher. Okay, let's print this first. If we print this, will we have error? Are you sure? If we print this, will we have error? So let's try. We will have very serious error. Very serious error. Sorry, the system is taking time. Look at the error. So the thing is, you cannot gum two variables together. Tell yourself, I cannot gum two variables together. So you can write that you cannot join two variables together and star it. With what? CMD, okay. Please, that's a very good option, sir. We can use CMD. Every other system that was thrown to toilet, please just bring them back. Where is that system? The one that was put in dustbin, where is it? Please use your command prompt. Let me show you what to do. Thank you so much, Apostle. Let me show you what to do. So if your Visual Studio Code is giving you a problem, sorry, this is what you do. Look up. Look up. If your Visual Studio Code is giving you problem, see what you do. Have you seen it? So you open your command prompt CMD, and when it opens, like mine, see, you can enlarge the screen, right? If you want the text to be bigger, you can Control and plus. So what you need to do, just type Python and leave it. Just Python. And then do every other thing we want to do. So even if you want to write this thing that we wrote before that was working, this one. Let me copy this. A. Even if you want to do this, we paste it here. Let me just type it. So even if you want to F name, and you just click enter, so it will print John. So you can use this interface to do it, right? So manage this, right? So all you need to do, make sure you type Python before you start running it directly, right? Okay, so we continue. Enter. Okay, is that fine? So should we continue? Look up. Are you okay? Just print hello world and see if it's working first. It's working. Any other problem? Okay, so you guys are following, right? Please, I really like the way you are focusing and really interested. I hope you love Python. You love programming. Okay. All right. So we were talking about something. I was talking about joining something. What did I gave a note? What was I saying? You cannot join two variables together. Another line. Start again. You cannot join a variable and a string together. You cannot join a variable and any other data type together. Example, string. You cannot join a variable and other data type together. Example, string. Are you okay? Are you alright? So now, what you are trying to do here, what are you trying to do here? You are trying to join a variable and a variable together, which we say we cannot. So for us to achieve that, we have to use what we call concatenation. Concatenation. I can spell it like this. Concatenation. Like this. Is used to join variables and strings, right? So you can write that, right? So concatenation, this is a spelling. So how do you do concatenation? For you to join these two together without errors, this is what you do. You use F. So this is what you do. You use F. Quote. Right? This is your print. So for every variable, you open this and write the variable name. Every other thing that is not a variable, you keep writing. For every variable, you open this and write the variable name. Right? That's the formula. So let me show you. Ask yourself. So first of all, let's remove this and have F and this. Have you done it? Practically do it. Do it practically. When I say practically, do it on the laptop. Once you are done, say Jehovah Nissi. You are done already. Speed of light. Okay. So once you have F like that, open with quotes, that F is called format keyword in Python, right? It's not in all programming languages, but Python has it. So ask yourself, in Python, right? So you want to print Abigail Santana, right? So you do it for every variable, you open that bracket and F name, right? So if we do F name like this, will it show? So Abigail will show, right? So if we want to do the L name, so all we need to do, if you need space, just put L name. Are you seeing what I'm doing? And we enter. So once we do that, we see Abigail Santana. You can bring in other variables, and the beauty is that you can even use it to create something. For example, let's create something nice. My name, Abigail. And if we clear that, it shows my name is Abigail Santana. Beautiful. 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 How many of you have wife? Tell me the truth. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. So, why are you laughing? That one is laughing. Why you are interested? You want a wife? Okay. All right. So, classwork, right? So you use this variable, just everything here, and write this. Let me show you what to write. Okay, this is what I want you to write with full stop at the end. So, so from these two variables, my former class assistant teacher is really interested, and maybe I'm not lying, or I'm not lying if why his wife's name is. So this is what you want. So please create something with these variables. This should be the variable you have, okay, and this should be the result you want to print. Okay, so from this variable Abigail, L name, age, just print this, my wife's name. Let it appear like this. Now what will you use here? Tell me the things, the knowledge you have learned today that you used to achieve this. The first one is what? Eh? What? No. 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 The first topic, which topic will you use to be able to solve this problem? Eh? First of all, you use next line, new line, to have it on 3 different lines, right? Another one, you use character, escape character, to escape the nonsense, right? Another one, you use variables, right? So do it. I know you can do it. Say, I can do it. I am too good to be challenged. Uncle Life is challenging you, and you are just, I can finish it in 2 minutes. Eh? Do it, do it, do it. Do it in Visual Studio Code. Please don't write English for me. Thank you. Please do this in Visual Studio Code. So, sir, so also another shortcut. Do you know how to share screen? Like if I want something on one side and another thing on the other side, do you know how to do it? Windows one side, this like this, so that they see both. Okay, you can. Okay, Windows left arrow, Windows right arrow. Windows left arrow, then Windows right arrow key. Yeah. So if you want the one on the left, Windows left arrow. The one on the right, Windows right arrow. Okay, so I want you to print. This is it. This is the code. Please write this program. Join the person who is using the system now to correct everything. Make sure your group has it first. Assistant teacher, please check. And then we want to print this. We want to print my wife's name is Abigail. She's 12 years old. All I need you to do is just to write it one line, line one, write line one, then you change this print statement to print something like this. Finish. What were you creating? What file is that? Variable. The second one. No, leave the first one for now. Just join the class. Okay, so you can do it now, right? Let me remove the charger first. It's still the battery. Wait, it's not that bad. Okay. So as you are doing, save your work. If name that space before the equal to. If you are the one typing, just shift it to yourself. All right. All right. So are we done? Correction, correction, correction. Who has correction to show all? So can we do it together? You want to teach? Hey, assistant teacher. Your group. No answer. Okay. Can we do it together so that we move on? Correction, only one group had it, and that group again is first. How many minutes should I give you? Can you finish it now? Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes to finish it. Okay, wow. Okay, I wasn't. Are we done? What do you want? Do you want to run the program? Python space the name of the program .py. Are we done? And it's working. Thank God. Okay. All right. Look up. Python can also be used to perform basic or even complex computations directly. So I'll show you how. Okay. Are we ready? All right, let's go back to work. So is it working? Okay. So, are we okay? Hello? If you're okay, say hi. Can we proceed? We have wasted time a lot here. Can we proceed? Please talk to me. Can we proceed? Alright, there's something else I want to show you. Another look up, please. What's the problem with that group? What's the problem? Are you done? Huh? No. Typing it for how many years? So let me solve the problem first before we proceed. Assistant teacher, look up while we solve it together. Alright, so we want to create this. My wife's name is Abigail. She's 12 years old. Alright. So we have Abigail here. So I can make this smaller. So here we can just add wife here. So after is we break it, right? After is we break it, and after Abigail full stop we break it. So I can just do this full screen. So my wife's name, after is we break it. So new line, right? And then after this we have full stop. And what else? She's 12 years old. So she's 12 years old, right? Right? Have you seen the way I'm doing? Have you seen the way I'm doing? She's what is of age? Have you seen it? And I add here. Look up, look up. Okay, Bible says the child of everything. How will we work it with it? So we have written it raw. The only thing we are changing to was new line here and variables. So new line and variables are okay. So the only thing that is left is escape character. So we come and escape this place here. We escape here. They are not looking up. It's hard for you. That for you to look up from that. They are just focusing on themselves. You know, if you were one of those Israelites that was going to look at the serpent on the tree, you look at it. Look up and listen. So we add backslash, and that is it. Uncle Life can see a lot of what are straight without that. You'll be so surprised. So, but I'm bothered about it. So these are solved before, and this will work without any issue. So if we clear screen and have Python variable of py, it should work just exactly how we type it. My wife's name is Abigail. Okay, she needs to be in another line, right? Okay, so we can easily move on. Back and end. And then try that again. It worked for my wife. Is that not okay? So we've combined the power of new line character, escape character, and variable achieved, right? Can we move to something else? Something this one you enjoy. I will not attend to anything of this. This one you will enjoy. So do you know why I said we'll enjoy this one? Because I think that it's fun to do. There are times you want to write something on your program, but you don't want it to be printed out. You don't want it to appear on the program. Do you understand? For example, you want to jot down some things, like jotting in a note. You know, this is the real notes that the teacher gave. Then something just came to your mind. Oh, photosynthesis could be like something light and water, and then you just wrote photosynthesis is all about light and water. You put it by the side, very small handwriting. So you can do that with programming as well, right? And it is called comment. So you write a comment in program. All right. So for example, here I want to say, I want to write here how to create a variable. So I can put it here. You are not looking up. You are not looking up. I wonder how you get it if you don't look at my eyes. So we comment by writing here. So once you write this hash key, you can write anything and it will be ignored by the computer. So what is a comment? A comment is a line of code or multiple lines of code that you write that is ignored by the computer, is ignored by the program, is not run, is not executed by the program, right? So let's see how this works. So I write okay, before I do that, so let's try a comment out. I hope this is printing well. We can try it well. It's printing, right? We can make it to stop printing. So if we add a comment to this line, if we add a comment to this line, it will not print. Do you believe me? So if we try this again, nothing is printed. So let's create a new file and work with comments so that it will be simple. Comments.py, and I'm writing some things. Paste like this is not a comment, it will print, right? So we have 3 lines. So second line, I write this is a comment. I run this program, what will happen? What and what and what and what and what and what will show? Will print. What will be the result of my program? Tell me. Don't stand up. Another person, any other person that has another answer? Is that the correct answer? Please put the answer. So have you seen it now? So you have, when you begin to think and behave like a computer, you are already a computer wizard. Oh. How many of you want to be a computer wizard? Okay, remove the computer. How many of you want to be a wizard? You put your hands down. Whether computer wizard or wizard is the same thing. Oh. Alright. So do you understand a comment now? So these lines were ignored by the computer simply because we used that hash key in front of it. So this is how a comment works. So you can use comments in many ways. Let me tell you. You can use comments to jot down some parts of your code. For example, if we go back to variable, you can just say right? Okay, so this way I'm jotting down this. You understand? So that any other person who is reading my code will be able to understand, oh, this is a variable that is created. You understand? And when it comes to, this side, print will, this side will print, will display the result. You understand? So you are jotting down. Okay? You are jotting down. Another way you can use comments is that you use it to remove some part of the code. Say you are having a problem. Your code is running into errors and you want to check where that error is coming from. See this program, I've added an error in this program. Have you seen? So the error I added is that I've added this, which is not supposed to be. If I'm adding code, I should add it around two sides. Right? So I've added this error and we are having this error. Now for me to sort out the problem, I may ask myself, what is the line, which line is the problem? So I begin to comment it. And I run the program. And I still have the error. I tell myself this is not the line with the error. Yeah? So I do control. Then I comment the second line. And I still have the error, right? So I now, it's not the first line, it's not the second line. Those lines are open. I'm checking, I'll find the errors. I still find the error, but this time it's not that kind of first error. Now, so what to do it? The error is gone. So it means the problem is between this line and this line. You understand? And it's easier for me to check. I can now say, okay, let me remove H from this line. And I remove H. And I come over here. I say, let me print this last line. Say, let me print this last line. Then, you see everything is printed. So I now find out that the error is actually from line 4. So it is easier for me to now come and check and say, oh, I didn't need to add this. Do you understand? So comments can be used to hide some lines of code so that you find your errors. Okay? To find errors. And it can also be used for documentation. Let me show you how to document comments. You can write some things and keep in comments. For example, so you've seen how I've effectively used comments now. See what I've done. So I've documented this code by saying that, look up, Amy, you are not here. Your body is here. Your mind left. So you've seen how you dump. So you are telling the line above will display something like this. So you are using comments to do this. Now, what did you notice about this type of comments? We are using 3 quotes instead of this type, right? So that's a difference, but they are still called comments. This one is called single line comments, right? Students. This one is called single line comments, and this one is called multi-line comments. Do you understand me? So how many types of comments do we have? Multiple line comments. When should we use multiple line comments? Should we use multiple line comments? When we have multiple lines of text to comment. Should I leave? Should I go? Are you tired? Alright, they are all together. We are going to something very interesting now. So do you understand comment? I'll ask a very general, very serious. For it, I don't pass my students. I love learning. So I want to